When is the best time to go to Disney or Universal Studios? Hey travelers, let's be real, any time is the best time to go to Disney or Universal. But I know that's not really the answer you're looking for. So here's my honest opinion on when you should consider taking your next Disney or Universal vacation. First, let's talk about things to avoid. Okay, so this might seem pretty obvious, but avoid major holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween, as these tend to have higher crowds. Like, no duh, right? But if you're still wanting that holiday vibe, I would plan to go either a few weeks before or after the holiday season, because Disney will actually put up and leave out their holiday decor for quite some time. Like, there's nothing better than Christmas in November, am I right? Now, I would also try to plan your trip during the weekdays rather than the weekends, due to many locals who might have annual passes and they tend to go on the weekends. Now, that's not to say that having a weekend trip is a no-go, but just be aware that you might face higher crowd numbers on the weekends. So this next one will guarantee you Parent of the Year. Are you ready? Okay, here you go. The best time to go to Disney or Universal is when school is back in session. So if you can afford to take your kids out of school, you will find that the parks are typically less crowded during the school semester. We actually recommend going to Disney or Universal in early September, as the school year will have just kicked off, and while kids are back in school, typically there is not a lot that they will miss in that first month. So it makes it a lot easier for them to catch up when you get back. Now, I apologize in advance to any teachers out there listening. So the only downside to going during September is you will have to compete with the weather, specifically Florida weather. And as we all know, Florida weather is already unpredictable during the year, and even more so in September during hurricane season. But this could be your biggest win, because less people want to go due to this reason, which means not only are there going to be less crowds, but tickets tend to actually be cheaper too. So if you can deal with the rain, you'll have an amazing vacation. And who knows, you might even get lucky and you won't even see one drop. Now, if you have to go during the summertime, I would recommend that you go either early or late summer to avoid the most crowds. So try to avoid the June and July months, as these tend to be some of the heavier times when people are in the parks. Personally, I would just try to avoid summer altogether. Instead, go on a Disney cruise during this time, because at least this way, you know how many people you're potentially going to run into. Like, the boat can only hold so many. Now, in most cases, we actually find that late January to early February is one of the better times to go to Disney or Universal. The weather is nice, and historically, the crowds tend to die off during these months. But that's not to say that the parks are empty, and in all honesty, you really are either going to get super lucky and have no crowds, or you're going to go during a time that you think it should be slow and you get a massive amount of people. It really just is hit or miss. But if you follow the rule of weekdays versus weekends, and you try to go during times when kids are normally in school, your chances of seeing less crowds and low wait times tends to increase. Alright, so we went over the best times to go to Disney and Universal, but what are the best times to start planning and even booking a Disney or Universal vacation? Well, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos, because I'm actually going to be answering this question in our next video, so make sure to stick around. Now, if you're on the fence about going to Disney or Universal, I want to encourage you to reach out to us here at Third Wish Travel. We are experts in this field, and our reviews speak for themselves. We have helped so many people plan and book these dream vacations, and we want to do the same for you. If you decide to use Third Wish Travel for your upcoming vacation, we actually have some additional pro tips that can really help you get the most out of your Disney or Universal trip. So consider us for your next vacation. You can go ahead and schedule a free consultation to meet with me by heading over to our website, www.thirdwishtravel.com. I would love to discuss more about your goals for your next vacation, and I look forward to meeting with you soon. Oh, and before I go, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with our latest content, and leave a like if this video helped you out. Until next time, y'all have a magical day, and best wishes.